Hi, Facebook. Welcome to ET Live. I'm Leanna Aguilera, and I'm being joined right now in Freeform's live tweeting space with the cast of The Bold Type. Hello, guys.
Hi, guys.
Hello. Joining me right now, we have Katie Stevens, Aisha D, and Sam Page, which you should already know that if you're watching The Bold Type, because it is my new favorite summer show. I am so obsessed with it. Guys, what has the fan response been like to this show? We're like 6 episodes in now.
Twitter breaks every week.
Yeah.
It's broken.
Yeah. Pretty crazy. They're funny, too.
Yeah.
I found myself laughing at some of the things they were tweeting about tonight.
Mm-hmm. Always.
Well, you guys were just live tweeting along with the episode, so we're going to be talking about a couple spoilers out here, guys. So if you haven't seen the episode, who cares? Just keep watching with us.
Yeah.
And if you guys have any questions for the cast, send them to me, and I will be passing them along. We've got to talk about the fact that we had 2 heartbreaking breakups in this episode. Sam, when you found out that Richard and Sutton were going to be taking a little bit of a break, I'm hoping it's a break and not a breakup. What was your reaction?
I was excited.
What?
Only because we knew that it was going to be a big moment for them in their relationship, and they'd been talking about it since we got into production. That they really wanted to build it up. So I knew, knowing Megan and how amazing she is, that the scene would really pop, and it did. She was incredible. So I was looking forward to doing this great scene, and then afterwards, it's like, okay, it's like Christmas is over.
Yeah.
But it was sweet and very moving, but sad.
Aisha cried.
I legitimately cried. I have never cried watching the show. I get emotional.
Yeah.
But I've never actually cried, and I was so embarrassed.
I think we also
Minutes ago.
and we also just really miss Megan.
Yeah.
I think that was it too. Was just like seeing Megan upset. I don't like that, But also, I will say, I knew Richard and Sutton had an expiry date. Like they just had to. I mean, watching it, you're like, oh, this is gonna end at some point. Right?
I think every fan knows that at some point your ship's gonna sink.
That's so sad.
It's
But
really
it doesn't mean that it's sunken forever.
Exactly.
It may rise again.
It may rise again.
I was really worried watching their goodbye kiss, because they had said, like, do you think we're far enough away from the building? I was so worried that them, like, breaking up, someone was going to see it and still report it. So I'm glad.
That would drama-filled.
That would have been different.
Yeah.
And then we had a kind of that was a pretty healthy breakup, it seems like right now. Really mature breakup from Jane, really realizing what she wants.
Yeah, in a way, like that is, I mean, granted, the Richard Sutton relationship, they're a relationship that was like from the get-go, so I feel like you're a lot more attached to that. Pinstripe Guy hasn't been in all of Ryan hasn't been in all of the episodes, but I do think that like he is the first person that's made Jane kind of question things and question what she wants and challenges her. But it's a frustrating episode to watch because you're just like, you're 2 people that just talk to each other like adults.
Yeah.
Say what you want. But
You forgot there was a third breakup. I'm sorry, Cataly.
Oh!
I'm offended. I just started thinking of it just now when you were talking about it being a short-lived thing.
Natalie had just joined, and she was real bad at her job.
She was real bad. She had to
was
go.
in and out.
She had to go.
She was...
What were you saying?
Jane Stripe was much more
Passionate.
developed
Yeah.
as a relationship than Richard and Sutton. We were just kind of introduced, and they just kind of...
They'll
A lot of phone calls for Richard and Sutton.
Yes.
That was my big complaint on the season. Like, another phone? Can't we just be in the same room sometimes?
No.
Wouldn't that be all right? Could we do that once?
Was Megan ever in the same room with you when you were doing the phone call, so you could at least have someone to play off of?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Most of the
But-
time we were on the, like, whenever we have a phone call, like, we actually call each other. And I'm like Sam, there was the boardroom scene, or, like, there's where you're figuring out when I get sued, and you
Right.
call me, and we actually were on the phone with each other.
Yeah.
I was on the phone with him for his scene, and then he was on the phone for
It
me.
helps because we're shooting in Montreal, and the crew is French-Canadian. So you're doing the scene with somebody with a French accent.
Oh, yeah.
Typically.
But I
not.
liked that whenever I was talking to Adina. I liked having someone with a French accent rather than just like an Americanized
Yeah.
person. It was kind of distracting.
Speaking of Adina,
Don't bring that up.
Speaking of Adina, what's coming up next for those
I've been
two?
named captain of the ship.
Yeah. She's really excited about it.
Aye, Captain.
So honored. Well, no, it's just now a running joke because like she said it, and then I just got like hounded on Twitter by fans being like, "You're the captain.
What do we do?
Hold us together." And I'm just like, I don't write this. I don't know.
Yeah.
But what has it meant for you to be able to play this character who really has discovered a different part of her sexuality because of this person? Like, a lot of people are really looking up to your character because of that.
Yeah, you know, we always see in TV and movies like teenagers and people in their adolescence exploring their sexuality, and you don't often see someone who is a fully developed person who likes having sex, has a lot of sex, and then all of a sudden realizes that they like something they didn't know they did before. And that in itself was really interesting to me, and then add to that the fact that it's like two women of color and all of that. It was really cool.
Before we start taking your fan questions, because we've got a lot coming in right
wow.
now, we did have a very interesting sex scene in the shower.
Ew.
Hey, Katie, what was it like filming that? Because you did a good job. It seemed very realistic.
Oh God.
Yeah, get a close up. This full blush.
They had sushi sent to the set that night. I think because they knew she
I
was
didn't
good.
eat anything.
She didn't eat the sushi. I brought some in to the makeup trailer.
I remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that was just like also a very late night.
Oh, it was super late.
We
wrapped.
shot the bathtub scene where we all get into the bathtub
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
the very end. We shot that before I did my shower sex scene, and Aisha and Megan were like, "All right, babe, you good? Okay, we'll see you later."
See you tomorrow.
And
some
Dan
sushi.
Dan Janot is wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm very lucky that I'm comfortable with him, and he's like so kind and respectful. But it is a very awkward. Like we're in like nude colored. I was in like a nude colored thong and like pasties, and I would just had to be like, you know what? All I need from you is to make sure that my pasties don't fall off. Like that's just at that point. At that point, there's just like you can't hide behind
Yeah.
anything, and so
Except
it was
the shower
just once
curtain.
you just accept that you're doing that, you just. I don't know why I got all the sex scenes.
I mean,
Yeah, I really liked that
Yeah.
scene. I thought it was really
you
funny.
don't see that position in basic cable that often.
you don't.
Yeah, like,
Sorry. Dude,
No, you're taking
Katie,
freeform in the
did you do
direction
any-
it needs to be in.
Yeah, like
Mm.
revolutionary.
Excuse me, Sam.
nothing.
You guys were getting so many
familiar to the
amazing fan
bathtub.
comments. Nellie says, Richard and Sutton, please get back together.
agree.
Tia says, how do your significant others deal with those steamy scenes?
My boyfriend literally texted me, "shower sex," to which I responded, "sorry about all the sex and kissing, babe." But it's okay.
I think it's cool. He's cool.
No, he
Yeah.
just
Fine.
he makes a joke of it.
Yeah.
But
He knows it's your
just-
job.
I'm like, in what world would you ever, like, in any other circumstance, text your significant other like, "sorry about kissing and having sex with someone else"? Like,
I know actors whose significant others or partners will insist on being on set,
nope.
Oh.
and they let them, and that's a no-no.
I think
That's
that
a
would
no-no.
be awkward,
but I
but
know
I'm not an
people
actor.
that do that, and that's a.
I couldn't do it.
I don't think
I
I,
get
don't
nervous,
think production
like-
should allow it.
I get nervous like if my boyfriend is in town like 4 days, and he leaves like 4 days before it's happening because I'm like, you're here during the week that it's
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's always awkward though.
Yeah.
I got no one, and I feel awkward about it.
What are you talking about?
Oh, that's right. We're married. I forgot. My bad.
Ashley says, I love how the bold type shows the girls making mistakes in their jobs. What's the biggest mess up you've ever had in a job?
On what day?
Every day. What is it? 2 o'clock? 3 o'clock?
That was one show I like kept messing up a line, and I like under my breath said, "Oh, fire me," and I got fired. But it wasn't until later, like a couple months
Do you
later.
think they heard it in the editing room? And they're
No,
like,
but I was like the power of suggestion, I think, or probably.
Cool.
Should have been fired from that one anyway. Was
Well, maybe you went right for
not
it.
feeling it.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault, Sam. You're brilliant.
So many people are asking, though, right now, when are we going to get more Kadena?
Next week.
Next week.
Next week. What's next week?
They're worried about the
Episode
jeopardy
8.
of their jobs.
Yes. No, next
Okay.
week. Next week.
So what can you tease?
Okay.
Don't give her that power. She might say too much.
I might.
Say it. All your
so-
closest friends are tuning in right now.
Well, she's still in Paris. I will
Yes.
say that much. But she is in next week's episode, and I
Good
think.
tease. Good tease.
Thanks, babe. She's
Good tease.
teaching me.
because she's so supportive.
Yeah, and also I will say that even you could. I think even at the end of episode 10, people are still gonna be like, "Wait, what happened? Why?"
That's why we need a season 2.
I agree with
but
that.
Like all people's questions are not gonna be answered, this season.
I like
So.
that. What I need
fun.
to know is how
Give us
does
a job.
Richard,
Look,
how does
this is
Richard still stay in when he and Sutton in the dynamic of everything? Obviously, he's a board member of Scarlet, but how is he going to still be involved in all the drama now that he and Sutton are no longer together?
Well, is any breakup really a clean breakup?
This is true.
They never really are.
Yeah.
This is no exception.
Yeah.
There are floaties on this ship.
No, Rich is gonna
Start
stay
trending
around.
that, you guys, because
There
that is
are floaties on this ship.
Rich is gonna stay around because Kat and Richard just realized that they put their differences aside.
We bring
and
out the
just
best
be,
in each other.
Best friends.
Ooh, and
We
we're gonna
elevate
do.
each other.
Wait,
We
should
push
we-
each
Is
other.
Real
now
quick.
the time to talk about our spinoff? Fun with Dick and Jane.
Yes. We open a detective agency.
Wait, a lot of fans are liking Sam's facial hair.
Same.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I
Well, we
love the
decided-
facial hair.
We decided on a spin-off where she's the lawyer and I'm the
Beginning, but-
investigative reporter.
Yep. She's got a license to carry. Now I got a law degree. Kicking down doors.
Wait, a
taking-
spinoff? They have to be the same characters.
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah, Fun with Dick and Jane.
Yeah,
Richard, Dick,
Jane.
But she's
and
a
Jane.
writer.
Yeah, but she's an investigative journalist.
Ah, all right.
She's multi-talented.
Right. She is multi-talented.
multi-talented.
Moonlighting. That'll be the tone we're
Yeah.
looking for, and
okay.
we'll both be moonlighting.
Yeah.
Maybe they're still working at Scarlet the whole time.
Trademark.
Who
Ooh, I
knows?
like that. Marina wants to know what it's like working on a show that is all about female empowerment.
I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
great.
It's really wonderful.
I think it's
It is.
about time. I think it's about time to showcase female friendships where the friends aren't stabbing each other in the back.
Yes.
I think even tonight, Kat messed up and her and Sutton got into a little tiff. And then the next day they were like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was an idiot." That's reflective of what my female friendships are.
Yeah.
I would never stab people I love in the back, but I feel like that's so much of what's showcased on television are these female friendships that they really stab each other in the back, and then they're like, "Oh, but it's okay," because they have to make up for the show. Whereas ours, I think it's just pretty true to what our friendship is.
Well, I didn't even see it as being this big feminist thing. When I was reading it, I was like, "Oh, that's just real life." I didn't think of it as being some big statement or a political thing at all. It's just it's real life.
It is real life.
Yeah.
And I've got to hand it to you guys. The lines in this show are so funny. There's so many great little throwaway lines and moments. How much of that is improvised and how much of it is just amazing writer's room magic?
I think it's a lot of both.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But they give us a lot of room to play. They pretty much give us the reins.
Yeah,
and
we
are
get,
like,
Yeah.
we get to loosen up.
I
quite a
love
bit.
that.
We do
Like-
some clean takes, and then they say, okay,
So they
Have
let
some
you
fun.
have fun with it.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the Nicki Minaj lines from tonight's episode.
So there was the line about sometimes I say Nicki Minaj lyrics while I'm having sex, and it was really hot in New York. We were shooting, and all of us were kind of miserable with the heat. And so I was like, I'm gonna start just saying Nicki Minaj lyrics in the middle of her line when she's responding to me. So the first time I was like, I'm a monster. And they both I was trying different ones every take, and I like the one that they ended up using.
Yeah.
He wants to pound it like a hashtag.
Can you imagine actually calling that out?
Yeah. I haven't tried it, but I don't know. I'm sure it's.
Cubs win!
I'm sure it does wonders.
Jackie says, do you think this will be the last we see of Pinstripe? He looked pretty heartbroken.
I said there were floaties.
Oh, you said that for Richard and Sutton's ship.
I just said there were floaties for ships.
Oh. Are there lifeboats out there?
There are
too?
lifeboats.
So
There are lifeboats out there.
But I-
the one in the Titanic, one came to rescue Rose.
there are doors.
There are doors. There are things to float on in the water after you sink.
Yeah, but Jack and Rose couldn't fit on the same door.
That was James Cameron's problem, not ours.
And they could have. They could have.
They could have.
they could have.
They all could have.
There's other wood floating around too. They could have added to the door.
They could have done like what
A makeshift,
animal
like,
that,
yeah.
What was it, an otter?
A beaver?
A beaver.
Yeah.
Swan, a giant swan?
A beaver.
A beaver.
Beavers are a funny animal.
Arctic beaver?
They built a dam in the middle of the Arctic Ocean.
I really did like this new guy that we met.
Brandon, you're sweet. Aisha was bummed out.
Why?
I was just like,
He's so her
I
quote.
was like,
He's so symmetrical.
I was like, Jane has literally, I mean, across the board, but like Jane, the two dudes that Jane has been with are just literal perfection. You know, just walking around with arms and legs and stuff, and you're like, why are you here? Stop that. Don't.
Yeah.
Stop being in a, happy relationship. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on. We've got a couple more episodes left of season 1. Give me your best tease for what we can expect that's coming up for Jane, Kat, and Richard. You want to start it off, Sam?
No.
No?
I don't either. Go ahead.
What little nuggets can you give the Bold Type fans out there? Next week, their jobs are in jeopardy, which I gotta say, sometimes I'm still surprised that Kat has her job.
Ouch. No, you're right, though.
You mean, like...
You're right. You're absolutely right.
I can
Because
list 3 things.
every episode where I'm like reading the scene for the day, I'm like, oh, right, I have to walk into Jacqueline's office and say I'm sorry about the tweet again.
I apologize about the tweet.
Look, I want to apologize about the tweet.
Hey, cut, paste, sorry, same thing from last
Yeah,
week.
can you just use that take from
that
2
same-
episodes
Yeah.
ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised too, but I guess she makes up for it. I don't know.
Yeah.
One of you guys tease your endings. I can't. I'm not.
Oh, yeah, well, Richard, his job's pretty safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's all about, with the magazine being in peril at the publishing company. But the job of the woman I care passionately about is in peril. So I'm trying to do what I can.
I ship it hard. You guys need to get
too.
back together.
I agree.
Yeah.
Jane goes type A crazy trying to figure out whether or not she's getting fired. And it leads her to think about maybe other options other than Scarlet.
No.
Dick and Jane.
That was good.
And then that's how this
Sure.
happened.
Oh, I completely left out. Can I be someone in this?
You can live tweet their adventures.
She live tweets her
Yes.
adventures.
Yes.
Okay, I want to
Yeah.
be like your technology person where like all the numbers fly across the screen.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
like their
Stakeouts. At our
Felicity
stakeouts.
Smoke.
At our
Yeah.
stakeouts. No, you know what? Yeah, she's the person at the screen.
That
that's
guy
like,
with like 5
that's like, the
computers.
alarm's going off.
Drones.
Get back in
You
the
run
car.
the drones.
Yeah.
We'll need drones.
Okay.
Get out of the building now.
Yeah, it's
I love
great.
that.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
No.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't say that. It's too much. It's too spoilery.
Then-
But it's so good.
Well, come on. Gotta give
I'll
us a
tell you
little
when
bit.
they turn it off.
The cameras aren't rolling.
Wait, I'm trying to think.
What can I say? That's not too much because it's so hard. It's so hard to say.
You can't say it about Millar getting hit by a car.
What? No.
No.
Secrets don't make friends.
All of her stuff is way too spoilery. It'll give away
so
stuff
then
for next week.
Kadena fans should be excited.
Everyone should be so excited.
Okay.
It's
Everyone
gonna
should be so
great.
excited. You'll see her next week.
Yeah, you'll see
right.
it, Dina. You're gonna see
I'm
it.
digging it.
Yeah.
We'll check in with you guys more this season, and then we can discuss even more, and there won't be secrets. You can share it with the world.
But like once the episodes are out, I can't wait to talk about it.
Fantastic. Well, then come back to ET. Thank
right.
you, fans, so much for tuning in. Be sure to like
Thank you.
Entertainment Tonight's Facebook page, and be sure to tweet all of these amazing people, hear your thoughts, because we need to get a Bold Type Season 2.
I agree.
Oh, do.
Get
Thanks,
it
guys, so
trending.
much. I'm Leanna Aguilera. We'll see you next time.
trending.
Bye.
See?